Hi everyone, this is YC. Welcome to YC Cooks and Bakes. Hope everybody is having a good Easter Sunday. I am going to make an apple pie, and I took out a bag and I'm just going to peel some apples on it and then dice them to start off with. And I actually did an apple pie video before, but apparently the recipe is not in the description or anything, so I'm going to put it in the description this time. So if someone wanted to do the apple pie that I make, they could. Something I was noticing though about this apple pie, where the apples come from, because I always like to know that. It says here that it's distributed by the Hess Brothers Fruit Company in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but it's called Two Favorites, One Great Apple, and it's the wild twist, like two apples that are great coming together. And so I thought, well, I wonder what two apples it is. And it says the explosively juicy crunch of Honeycrisp combined with the intricate flavor of Crisp Pink creates an experience that you won't want to miss. Two favorites, one great apple. Well, I understand Honeycrisps. Honeycrisp, it's because it's a crisp apple, right? But what is Crisp Pink? It's CRIPPS. Did they also mean to put crisp pink? Or is it Crisp Pink? I wonder if that's a typo. Never heard of Crisp Pink. I don't know. I've heard of pink lady apples, and then the other one that they combined with this, like a hybrid, is Honeycrisp. So, but I've never heard of Crisp Pink. If you have, let me know in the your comments, because I'm kind of interested in that now to see if that's a typo or not. So I have six of these, and I'm just going to peel each one with this peeler, and I just use an old plastic bag to do it. Okay, I have them all peeled, and I've just been slicing them up. I don't have an apple core. You think I would after all these years, but I do not. I think I'm one of the only people in America left over that does not have an apple core. But I just do them in the half moon shape. Okay. And I do that to all of them. I just keep doing half moons. Okay, so this is what they look like. I have them all done. Okay, and what we need to do now is to use a tablespoon of lemon juice, and which I ran out of. So I'm going to use juice of a real lemon. And I need a tablespoon. So I'll go ahead and squeeze that in my tablespoon. A little bit more, if I can get a little bit more out. There we go. That's good. And I use the rest, in tea and stuff. Okay. And then we want 3/4 cup of sugar. So not quite this whole thing of sugar, just 3/4 of it. Like so. That doesn't leave much in here. I think we're out now. I think that has to go on the list because the big canister doesn't have any in there. Okay. And the next thing is 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay. And half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I just used the one from Aldi, or no, this is actually Clover Valley. I'm sorry, this is from Dollar General. We go through a lot of cinnamon since my husband makes a lot of coffee cake lately. So, yeah, half a teaspoon of the cinnamon. And we need 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. There we go. And I'll go get a spoon to mix this up. Okay, I'm back. I've stirred the apples with the cinnamon and nutmeg and everything, and they're sitting and making their own, sauce and everything, and it just activates them and brings out the sweetness in them and makes it so perfect for your pie. That's why you do the apples first, then the crust. And in here is 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to put in 3/4 teaspoon of salt in this, like that. And also we're going to need 2/3 cup of shortening or grease or something like that. I'm using unsalted butter because I just finished putting salt in here. And let's see, 2/3 cup for, let's see, let's see how that measures out. I wonder if it's marked on my, this is a different butter company that my husband uses. I don't like this particular butter. Let me go check the sticks of butter I have. Hang on one second. Yeah, it's what I thought. There's better markings on my butter. I do not know why they don't mark everything on his, the company that he chooses. But anyway, it's 1/3 is 5 tablespoons and a better part of another one. So it'll be like 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it'll be like here, like that. Okay. So this is how much you would put in it to make the crust. I don't see the point in them doing sticks if they're not going to mark them properly. But that's just me. Okay. And you won't need to butter your pan or anything like that, because because there's already so much butter in the pie crust dough itself. It's not going to stick to like a Pyrex glass pie pan, pie dish. Okay, and also we're going to be using 10 to 12 tablespoons of ice cold water, and I have that right here because that water machine I have gives us instantly cold water. So hot water too, whatever we want. I was sitting down trying to rest a little bit. I've been doing tons of laundry, tons of cleaning, and I get very exhausted by the end of the night. So anyway, then I still have to cook a ham dinner for the family. I'm going to have a ham, macaroni and cheese, and the rest of that bag of green beans that I had bought that you saw me cook some the other night. I'm going to just do the rest of them to go with this meal for Easter. And I got Hawaiian crescent rolls to do the crescent roll dough, you know, where you roll it up in croissants. I did not get the Hawaiian rolls themselves because they're $4.99, like they're almost $5. And I'm like, forget it. I don't need a dinner roll that bad. So we're going to do the croissants, and they actually have the Hawaiian flavored ones in that. So I don't need a roll that bad. These people are crazy. They think we're going to pay these prices. And yes, I said it. Oh, well, maybe they can. Not me. So basically, I'm working the butter into the flour and salt that I just put in here. And when it starts to get all crumbly, like little peas, that's when I'm going to start putting in my tablespoons of water. So I'm just going to keep on working this butter into it. Okay, I got it in a bowl now because I ended up adding 10 tablespoons of water, and it all came together, the flour, salt, and water. And just in case I didn't mention it, oops, this is, banging that bowl again. This is for a double crust pie, which is usually how they do apple, you know, a bottom and a top. So I thought I would mention that. And then the apple pie is going to bake at 375 for about an hour. So either the first half or the second half, you can use foil. You can cover it with, you know, just put a light foil on top, and then after 30 minutes take it off so the top can start to brown. Or you can do it the other way around. Once it browns, you know, make sure you put foil on it so it doesn't like burn or anything like that, the top of it, you know. But I'm going to cut a little bit off for the top part, and then I'm going to use this for the bottom. And I'm going to use my deep dish, you know, since I did 6 apples. Okay, maybe I'll put a little bit of flour down in case I need it. Okay. That. And sometimes you want to put flour on the rolling pin too. I apologize if you're having a hard time seeing it. We have a lot of bright sunshine coming into the kitchen today, and sometimes it makes it hard to see. Okay. I didn't work the dough too much. I really don't like to do that. You know, I like to keep it I don't want it overworked and tough. I kind of like it flaky, you know. There is much better pie makers in my family. Not my immediate family. I'm talking about like my mom and everybody, and my aunts and all that. They're all like better pie makers. My sister, my oldest sister, and they're all better pie makers than I am. I don't make that many in a year, but I do like pie. I actually like it better than cake. Okay, that should be good. And then what I do is I just fold it this way, and I put my pie plate here, and then go like that. There we go. kind of make it go down in there. And then we can kind of, you can use a knife or some scissors. I usually use my kitchen scissors, but I have a knife right here, so. And just cut off any excess that you can put with the top part, or save for something else. Another time, another pie. But you know, I just mostly do them for like special occasions and holidays. And then this part you just want to take and well, you know, you don't want to fold it under yet because you got to put your fruit in here. And then see how far removed I am from it. You put your fruit in here, and then you put your lid on, and then you fold the lid, the top crust. People are probably laughing right now, with this, and then fold it under. I have to think through these things because I'm so tired lately. Okay. Oh. All right. And we're going to give this, the apple mixture, another stir. And it's made some wonderful juice. Oh my gosh. Not a lot. It's just that it's nice and moist because the spices and stuff that we put in it brings out the sweetness and the juiciness in the apples. Okay. And we're going to put that in here at this time. See how it's dripping? You can see. Okay. You just kind of spread it out in it. So it looks like this. And then I'm going to set this aside and we'll roll out the top crust. All right. Get our dough and the remnants that I had from the other one, from the bottom. We'll get them going together. Okay. Hopefully I won't need any more flour. There's some flour still down here, so I'm hoping I don't need any more. Might. And you constantly want to put it together, like make the edges round. Like see, like if it splits like that, put it together. You know, make it, constantly shape it so that it's round. If you're someone who just hasn't made a crust before. But a lot of people have. I don't know if my husband's made one. Lately, he's so interested in rolls, and he's who should have made our rolls. Coffee cake and New York style cheesecake. He gets that spring form pan going. Oh my goodness. The boys' eyes just let it go. When is that for? Looking in the fridge. My husband's something else. He has to perfect his fruit topping. He bought frozen fruit, but I'm thinking that he would do better, you know, working with fresh berries, because you can cut them up, put them, like they make their own juice. Like if you cut up strawberries and stir them and put them in a bowl in the fridge, they'll make their own juice. And you know, instead of trying to work with frozen ones, maybe he would do better working with fresh ones. Anyway, I'm just saying. I wonder if this is big enough now. Let me move this bowl out of my way. So let me know in the comments if you're having any kind of Easter dinner, or are you just treating this like a normal Sunday? Or are you just trying to relax today? Or is this a day that you would eat with your church? That's another nice thing to do. People bring some really good dishes and food and share it, which is always nice. Okay. Let's see. And then you take them and fold it under. See, so you take them together and then fold it under like that. Like that. Okay. Which you can't get them together every time, but just try your best. You know what I mean? You just got to do the best you can with any of this, you know? Especially because I only do this on holidays. Like, I don't do this the rest of the year. Like, I make a lot more biscuits than I do pies and stuff, you know? So, you just do the best that you can. And, so, let me see. I'll show you what I do. I usually, hopefully that sauce won't drip down on me. I showed this before, I think, in my other video. I do a fluted edge. And you grab your little pinchers and you just go like that. You take this and you go like this and like this and like that. Do you see that? So I'll keep doing it, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like. You're going with the stick in between your pinchers. You're putting it down on the crust, and then you go in between with the end of your wooden spoon, or you can use the end of a knife, whatever you have, you know what I mean? Let's see here. Just use your pinchers, and you can make this design. I'll try to show you again. You go like this, and like this, and like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this, like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. And that's it. And you get a nice, fluted edge. But I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then I'll bring you back. Okay. I cleaned up a bit. I'm just going to put some, I have my little toaster oven preheating because it's really hot in here right now. I'm just going to use my little oven. And I'm going to put some slits in the top of the pie. You can make any kind of design, that you want. And I will make sure I put this recipe in the description for you, in case you just don't have a cookbook with an apple pie in it, which would be odd. But anyway, I'm just doing like spokes of a sunshine, like that. And after I have this done, I'll bring it back, hopefully, to show you. Now, I have somewhere I have to go and pick something up and come back. I have a chore to do for my husband because he's really busy right now in his workshop, and he needs me to go get something. Hopefully, no one will disturb this when I'm gone, but if they do, you're going to get cut off. So, I'm hoping to bring you back to see the final product of this. But anyway, I will see you when my apple pie is baked, I hope. Okay, I'm back running errands and everything. You'd think I could get a rest on Easter Sunday, right? No. But anyway, this pie is done. And you know how I don't know about you, how you test your pies if they're done, but mine actually will turn in the Pyrex. You can actually take the pie, and it's hot, so be careful. And you can actually, let me see if I can show you, without the whole pie dish moving. I did it when I first went and got it, out of the stove. Now watch not be able to work. It's not going to be able to work now because I already did it. But they turn. I don't know if I could get it to do it. There it goes. See it turning? I'm hanging on to the lip on the pie dish, and the pie actually will spin. See that? Without turning the dish. Anyway, I'm going to raise you up so you can see it. And this is my apple pie for our Easter. So I will put the recipe in the description, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.